I should probably show you how bad it is outside. Yeah. We did it, baby. Oh no, I broke a tail light. My push bar was perfect, didn't make a mark, and then it must have slipped at the end. One good thing about having snow outside is if you get thirsty, you can go out and just grab a handful. This yellow snow tastes like piss, though. God damn it. Thing is going straight to the scrap pile. What's up, it's Casey from Caseyscustoms. I bought the cheapest Toyota AE86 on the planet. And I'm going to be putting a Honda K24 motor in it because the internet told me to. I got the motor, I got the trans. We just got to get the old stuff out of this car and get the new stuff installed. Let's get to work. Before we get started, I currently have my 1965 Mustang giveaway going on at Caseyscustoms.com. If you're interested to get in, go check out the website, buy a sticker, and you will be entered. What's up? It is Casey from Casey's Customs. We're back on the Toyota AE86 that currently isn't in the shop right now. I do have good news though. I bought the K24 motor. I did a vote on YouTube, wanted to see what engine people wanted to see. They voted for the little Honda that you can build big horsepower out of. And I also got a Nissan G35, I think, transmission. These things are built like tanks. It's a CD009. These are a great combo. I have an adapter and a flywheel and all that stuff coming. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. The only problem is, normally, we would just push the old Toyota in. As you can see from my breath, the heater's been on for 20 minutes. It's still freezing. It is currently -8 degrees in Missouri right now. It's also midnight because I usually work at nights. And we need to get it in here. So it's gonna be fun. I don't even know, the plan is to drive the Mustang out. I don't even know if the Mustang's gonna be able to get through the snow, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna have some fun doing it. Then, hopefully, I can push the Toyota in with my Hummer. There's like 8 inches of snow on top of it, so I don't know how good that's gonna go. This thing might go shitty real fast, but the good news is we're gonna have the cameras rolling. First thing we're gonna do, throw a battery in this, fire it up, and hopefully see if we can get it outside. Let's go. I just had a headache with pictures, also known as an idea. What I'm gonna do, I should probably show you how bad it is outside. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is drive my Hummer up here a couple times. That way, hopefully, I kind of have, I also need to take the tape off the window, I just realized. That way, hopefully, I kind of have some tracks and we won't get this thing stuck in the middle of the alley. That would be a giant train wreck, pain in the ass at this time of night. Let's see what happens. I do a lot of stupid shit. This one's stupid. It's not my dumbest thing though, but if I get the Mustang stuck in the alley, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's see what happens. All right, here goes nothing. Oh shit, I got a headlight out in my truck. Son of a bitch. I got it out. It's stuck over there though. What a pain in the ass. I can't feel my fingers. Push this old girl in, hopefully it moves. We did it, baby. Oh no, I broke a tail light. Shit.
One long angry line later.
Well, that was stupid, but hey, that's alright. We got it in. Broke a damn tail light though, son of a bitch. My push bar was perfect, didn't make a mark, and then it must have slipped at the end. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, well, if anybody has a AE86 taillight, I was going to put different tails on it anyway, but now I have to. Oh, I got to get this heater on. I can't feel my fingers. Okay, bad news. About to run out of diesel, so that sucks, but the goal is to get the car in tonight. It's in. I do want to go ahead and try and get the snow off of it and push it outside, and we'll let it melt overnight, and then we'll come in and start wrenching tomorrow. Sorry, I cannot turn that off. Still can't feel my fingers. might need to pack up and take the YouTube channel down to Texas or Florida for the winter months. Texas in 2025. Because holy shit, this sucks. The heater's been on for an hour straight. We are officially out of diesel, so I have no heat for the rest of the night, so we are calling it quits. Some of you, probably from the southern states, are wondering why I bothered getting all the snow off since it's going to melt anyway. Well, two reasons. One, the snow was so thick that I knew there was ice underneath it because we had freezing rain before. So all this is ice. So if I still had 8 inches of snow on here, this would basically never melt. It would just take forever. So I needed to get that off. Two, look at how much snow I got off. If that was all over the shop, it would literally flood it. So I'm going to scoot all that outside, and then we'll get some diesel tomorrow. Come in here. Probably just let the heater run for a couple hours without me in here to melt everything, and then we will dig in the old girl and start having some fun. Also, checked on eBay. That taillight's like 30 bucks. Thank God. I was sweating that for the last hour. I was going, did I just make like a $200 mistake? Nope. 30 bucks, bada bing. Okay, I'm done. Holy shit, I'm cold.
The next day.
All right, we are back, baby. Day 2. Fun fact, the heater has been running for an hour, and there is still chunks of ice in my shop. That is how cold it is right now. I'm sure people are tired of me bitching about the cold, so I'm going to stop probably. What I want to do for this video is get my motor and transmission in, because I have an adapter showing up that will bolt that transmission to that motor and everything I need, essentially. So the goal is to get all this shit out and get that one in. The only bad news is all of the horrible weather we have might have pushed my delivery back on that. I'm not exactly sure how delayed it is, but it's currently delayed. We might have to do that next week. But what I'm doing, no matter what, since I wasted all this friggin' time getting this damn thing in here, we're going to pull this motor out. I got my engine hoist from the other shop because naturally I can't use my crane that I love to use on stuff like this. It's all covered in snow. We're not going to deal with it. So what I want to do is get the motor and transmission out. And the main thing that I want to do on this build is not go crazy. I have a tendency to go crazy. Yeah, I know you're shocked. I know you're like, what, Casey? You're a very, sensible person. I do not want to turn this Toyota into a full-blown 5,000-hour build. What I want to do is put a motor and transmission in it, lower it. We'll do a body kit. We'll have some fun, but we're not going super-duper crazy. So the goal is to get the motor and transmission out while leaving all of the wiring intact. I have headlights, I have taillights, turn signals, all that stuff already works. We tested it when it first came here. I would love to not have to rewire all that. The goal will just to be to have a Toyota wiring system and then an engine wiring system. I won't have to merge it all together or any of that shit. That motor will just have a standalone wiring system that'll go to my ignition, and that's it. So I do want to pull the engine and transmission out, but I have to be real cool with how we're doing it, because you can just start ripping stuff and have to rewire an entire car, and that is not the goal. So let's quit delaying, pop the hood, start seeing what all we got to do. Fun fact, never worked on a Toyota before, definitely not an 80s Toyota, so we're going to learn together. All right, hood's popping off, baby. Fun fact, the hinges are... I'm not even mad at you today. It's too cold. The hinges are already unbolted on this, so I should be able to take the whole thing out. Sweet, there's no snow in there. That's good, at least. I got all the wiring undone, fuel lines, vacuum lines, heater hoses, all that stuff is undone. I don't see any wires up top that are still connected. Everything looks like it's unbolted. I'm going to jack the car up, go up underneath, see what all we have to do. I know at the very least I'm going to have to, undo the clutch and stuff. I have no idea what's under there that needs undone. I don't think there's any sort of electronics on the transmission, but I'm going to double check. I'm probably going to go ahead and do some reading on my phone before we start yanking stuff, but I think we're good. Basically, after I undo, you know, the shifter and whatnot, I think we're good to start pulling, but I'll do some double checking before. Let's get this old girl up in the air. Also, after whatever, 2 or 3 hours of the heater running, I finally have all of the ice off of the car, and now we're starting to flood the shop. Good times. One good thing about having snow outside is if you get thirsty, you can go out and just grab a handful. This yellow snow tastes like piss, though. God damn it. What? Drive shaft's about to come out. Yeah, baby! I'm trying to get the trans while I'm here. Screw it. Alright. Okay. Woo, what a pain in the ass. Drive shaft is out, transmission is unbolted, and the cross member is unbolted so we can drop it down, but I still need to mess with the shifter. Take it out! Bada bing. Shifter's out. I don't see anything else connected either. Yes! Yes! Shifter's out. I'm 99% sure all of the wires and everything is unplugged. The only thing I need to do now is unbolt the engine. I currently have a jack underneath the transmission holding it up, but it would actually fall down if I let the jack down. All I need to do is unbolt these in some sort of configuration. I'm not sure yet if you take them off the engine or off the mount, and then it's going to come out. We'll throw a chain on her and pull it, but I am done for the night. I got to take my kid to school in like 6 hours, so I should probably get some damn sleep. But tomorrow, she's coming out. I haven't cut a wire yet. Everything is unplugged, so fingers crossed we'll be able to throw a battery in this and everything should still work. So we'll hit it hard tomorrow.
The next day.
We back in here, baby. What I'm going to do is unbolt the engine from the subframe. I did some reading. Some guys drop the whole subframe. I don't really want to do all that if I don't have to, especially on such a little engine. So I'm going to do that. I also am going to drain all the oil out of the motor, even though it's probably all gone, because there's a baseball-sized hole in the block. Yay! But I still want to go ahead and do that because it's going to get real, you know, shitty whenever we get it up in the air. Same thing with the trans. I should dump the trans fluid. I don't know if I can in this trans because I don't know shit about it, but we're going to do that stuff, start unbolting stuff, and then we'll see where we're at. So let's get going. There we go. I spent way too much time trying to unbolt this, and it's cast. I can't reuse it. It's not like it's a piece of steel where I can weld to it on my new brackets, so cut them out, baby. I think if I let this out, it's loose. I'm 99% sure. Yep. Engine's loose. All right, let's throw a chain on this baby. Okay, I think everything is loose. I don't love the hoist, or I don't love the strap I'm using, but we'll see. Oh crap, something's attached, I think. What is that? Oh, something's attached. Damn. I don't see how that thing is attached, so we're gonna do time lapse because I don't want to mess with it for 10 minutes. We are 100% out now. Okay, let me take that back. 99%. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. We should be good. Let's get that out of the way. 100% she's free, baby! Didn't cut a single wire, so we should be good. Boy, I'm saying should a lot. That's never a good sign. I don't like that I gotta take it straight out like that. We might have to tweak some shit. Oh.
2 hours later.
I want to let it down. I don't have a ton of room though. Shit. So many car parts. So many cars in this friggin' garage. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna need that, but I'm gonna steal it real quick while we're here. Work with what I got, but what the hell, we got it now just in case. I don't think I need anything else. Let's drop her down. Thing is going straight to the scrap pile. I don't want it or care about it at all. All right, motor is out. Very happy about that. Didn't cut a wire, didn't break a wire. Basically unbolted everything except the engine mounts. I cut them. They were being a pain in the ass and I can't reuse them anyway. So I cut those. Everything else basically fell out. Very happy about that. Very unhappy about not getting the adapter. I said yesterday, I have a feeling this crazy weather we had is going to delay that. And sure enough, I got an email confirmation today. It's delayed like another week. I'm not going to have the adapter to put the transmission on that engine for at least another week, 5 days, something like that, which in YouTube time is forever. So that sucks. That's kind of the whole reason I was even pulling this damn thing in. Granted, I need to get the motor out either way, but we spent a day in the snow getting the damn thing inside and then a half a day getting the snow out of the shop. And it's all for naught because the adapter's not going to show up, but that's okay. No big deal. I did get the universal engine mounts today, which is cool. I kind of had a hard time finding them, believe it or not. But I got just steel plates that will bolt to the K24 Honda, and then I'll be able to make my own mounts off of those mounts and then tie them into where the original location is. So that'll be kind of nice. What I am going to do, since I'm kind of sitting on my hands, I'm going to get this engine bay completely cleaned out really well. There is just oil and grime everywhere. If you didn't see the video on this, it dumped out 4 quarts of oil instantly because there was a block, there was a baseball-sized hole in the block that the seller did not tell me about. He told me it was leaking due to a gasket, and you would just need to add oil every now and then. Well, I started up, it dumped it all in like 5 seconds. So I put like 2 more gallons of oil in it, trying to see what was going on. Plus we were having some fun. Then I started pouring gasoline down in the engine, trying to blow it up. We finally did blow it up. So anyways, there's just all kinds of shit in the engine bay, and I'd like to get that all cleaned up because if I need to go in here and start welding my new mounts for my motor and transmission, I'd like to have that a lot cleaner. So I'm gonna spend some time, clean it up. What I might do is throw a battery in it and make sure all my lights and still work. The only problem is my lights and stuff still work. The only problem is a lot of that stuff will go through your starter wire because your starter wire is a giant power source. So it might not work anyway, but I might do it while we're just kind of playing with it. I also want to get a good look at the coilovers because I want to do lowering coilovers on this. I want to lay it on the ground as much as I can. And from what I've read, at least the pictures I've seen, there's like 5 different types of coilovers this thing can take. So what I want to do is get in there and look at them. I haven't looked at it all, so we're going to do that now while we're cleaning stuff up. So let's do all that. So normally how I would do this was I would spray this down with engine degreaser, come in here with a power washer. Power washer isn't going to work when it's 10 degrees outside, so I just got some basic household all-purpose cleaner that I stole from my wife. She's going to be pissed. I'm going to spray this everywhere, let it soak in for a little bit. While it's soaking, we'll pop a couple wheels off and get a good look at the coilover suspension. And then after we do that, it'll be time to start wiping all this off. And this heavy-duty stuff down there, I'm going to have to scrape off with a scraper because it is like half-inch thick down there. So I had a lot of problems before I got it, and then I, of course, added to the problems. Also, look at all the random nuts and bolts and rivets. That's because I was putting shit down in the engine trying to lock it up, and it never really did lock up, believe it or not, which is kind of great, actually, for Toyota. But yeah, let's start doing some shit. So, my cleaner was frozen. I didn't realize that at the time. A normal person would just put this somewhere near the heater, and in 10 or 15 minutes, you know, it would be melted. Well, I just put it right on top of the heater, which was not very smart, but hey, we're 100% liquid, baby. So it wasn't that bad. Luckily, I was paying attention or it would have 100% caught on fire. Oh, it sprays better when it's not frozen too. Yeah, baby. Man, I would like to just power wash all this, but whatever. We really need to take this dog and pony show somewhere south, damn it. Who wants to house a YouTuber, his wife and son, for a couple months in the winter? I'll build you a hot rod. You just got to give me a place to stay, preferably a beach. I like a beach, and I'll just be there from, like, you know, December to February, something like that. All right. Woo! Oh, that stuff is strong. All right, let's jack this thing up and look at these coilovers. All right, so these are the shocks that I thought they were, but ran into a problem. There's no brake pads on this, which you would think, oh, so this one must roll easy. Nope, this thing is locked up tighter than shit, which made sense because sometimes it's hard as hell to turn or to push. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. Well, that's why. I don't know what's going on in the back yet, but I'm going to probably pop this caliper off and see if it's a frozen caliper maybe on the backside or if this bearing is just shot. But I mean, I can't, you should just be able to move these with your hand and it is not going anywhere. So we're going to do a little bit of maintenance while we're in here. This poor little car has just been beat to death and I'm going to beat the living shit out of it afterward.
Yeah, boy.
But I do want to have it nice, at least for a little bit. All right, good news. It's not the bearing. Bad news, that rotor is shot. And since there was no brake pads in the caliper, the piston pushed itself all the way out to the rotor and then got seized in there crooked. And it's actually rubbing against the rear of the rotor. So it's a train wreck. What I'm gonna try and do is get that pushed back, not to reuse. I'm just gonna buy all this shit new, but so that hopefully I can put it back on there and I'm not going to drain all my brake fluid out. So I wish I had I used to have these little universal caps that you could put on the end of a brake hose. Can't find them anywhere, but I used to have a bunch of those. I would just put a cap on it and forget about it, but this is what we're going to try. It might be too far gone to even push back in there, but we're going to find out. Is it going? It in? I can't tell. Is it going in? I don't even think it's moving. No, it's not moving. It's just bending the piece of metal I put in there. Oh, shit. Okay. She's locked up tighter than shit. Screw it! We're going to have to re-bleed the brakes. Boy, they messed that up. How do you put it back on without brake pads and then assume it's just going to work out? Now I'm going to check the driver's side to see if there's any stupid shit going on it. I am very happy about this. I'm going to make moving this thing a lot easier. I am not happy, however, about that. Locking lug nut. I talked about this when I first bought this car and then completely forgot about it. And I don't have a key. The guy said he had a key. And then hole in the block happened. And I sent him a message And I said, hey, man, there's a hole in this block. And he blocked me on Facebook instantly. Didn't try and respond, didn't do anything. He blocked me instantly. That's never happened to me before. I've bought a lot of cars. So fuck that guy. But I'm going to weld a nut on that. It's not pretty when you have to do it, but let's see what happens. I put a big old giant globby weld on this thing. Yes! Oh, shit, it's still hot. Sweet. Now check this out. I just realized this. Look how hard it is to turn this wheel. That's not bad, but not great. I'm not looking forward to this. Dude, this brake pad is smoked. Wow. There's pads on this one, but it's lock solid on the back. Shit. I might as well fix this one while we're at it. Check out the difference. Yeah, baby. Sweet. That makes me happy. I wasn't quite sure why it was so hard to push sometimes. Well, that made perfect sense. All right, let's clean this engine bay. Check it out. Looks really good. It would be better if I had a power washer, but obviously, you know, this time of year, you got to do what you can. I spent about a half hour on that cross member just scraping gunk. There was so much shit on there. It's really good now. I shut everything with brake clean and then wiped it all off. It's really, really good. Compared to where it was, I am stoked. Also, check this out. I mean, you have no idea how much nicer that is. This thing has been a bitch to move for the longest time, and now it just push it with one hand. So very, very happy. Got a lot of shit done. Got the engine out, which is huge. Also figured out what our front end problem was, and I know what coilovers to order now. The question now is, how low do we go? Should we bag it? We shouldn't bag it because we airbag everything, but boy, bags would look good. I don't know. I'm going to order those. That stuff will all be here pretty soon. And hopefully the next video on this car, we are putting our K24 in our giant transmission. I've talked to a couple different people and they're like, don't use that transmission, it's too big. We're going to make it work, hopefully. Also, I want to say huge shout out to Jimmy Oaks. Not that he needs a shout out, his channels are huge, but he did a K24 in an AE86, and he's been helping me a ton. I've asked him a ton of questions. He's answered every single question. Super cool guy, so check him out if you aren't already. He's been helping me. Basically, he's the one that also told me, get a different trans, that one's too big, and I said, hey, sorry. He's like, do what you gotta do. So we're gonna give it a shot. If for some reason it doesn't work, we'll make it fit, or we won't, and we'll put that motor in something else and then get another K24 for this with a right transmission. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. I'm not happy that I didn't get the adapter in today, but I am happy with all the stuff we got done. Still put a ton of hours in this video. Also, I just bought a 2008 Pontiac G8. We're gonna be doing a chassis swap on it. It's gonna go on my 1950 Chevy that I bought couple months ago, maybe a month or two ago. I got the body all stripped down. It's basically ready for a chassis. I found a G8 6.0 all aluminum LS rear wheel drive. It has a 5th generation or 6th generation Camaro rear end in it already. LS3 heads. It's got a racing cam I got to install, all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be a fun one. Currently have a giveaway going on right now for my 1965 Mustang. You can go to Caseyscustoms.com, buy a sticker. You are entered to win. There's a couple spots left, but there still should be some by the time this video is posted. So go get the last of them now before it sells out. If you aren't subscribed, please hit that button now. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, comment, all the good shit they tell you at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace! I love you.